Welcome back to Good Evening KU. My name is Gus.
My name is Federico, and we're bringing you this last show of this semester's Good Evening KU. What a ride it's been, Gus.
Yeah, it's been a long semester. It's been a really good semester at the Good Evening KU show. It's my first show at the studio. It's been yours too?
Yeah.
Your first show?
Yeah, this is my first show here. And it's been a lot of fun.
Finals week is coming up. It's the end of the semester. You've been studying? You ready for finals week?
Yeah, I've been getting some final projects in, working on some presentations.
Yeah, most of my finals are projects as well. I only have a couple that are tests, so it's a blessing in disguise because I'm not good at times tests, so I'll take what I can get.
That's like an advantage about being a journalism student, that it's more papers and projects than exams.
Absolutely. KU football season is officially over. We're on to the postseason. We play our bowl game in Phoenix, Arizona on the 26th, the day after Christmas. We're matched up against UNLV. How do you think we match up against them?
It's going to be a great matchup for sure. I think UNLV has a great offense, but overall it's going to be a good game. And KU seeking their first bowl victory since 2008. So
yeah, almost had it last year. That was a crazy game too. I think this one will be a great game as well. I mean, JD will probably be healthy. You think he'll play, or you think we'll give the start to Jason Bean after all he's done for us this year?
I think we might see both quarterbacks. I think Jalen has a good chance of playing, but don't count out the Bean.
Yeah, I like that. And then football season might be almost over, but basketball season couldn't be more underway. We just played number 4 UConn, beat them at home. Did you go to that game?
No, I didn't go to that game, but I was watching it, and that was just an exciting game.
Yeah, crazy. I was there for the second half. It was a crazy atmosphere. It's the loudest I've ever heard it, and we've just gotten into the start of the season, so I can't wait for conference play. That's going to be even more electric for sure.
Oh, yeah. That was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. And then KU volleyball just had their NCAA tournament. Did you watch any of that?
Yeah, I went to the first round on Friday. And they swept Omaha, but unfortunately they fell on Saturday to Penn State. But that was also a great game itself. Yeah,
all of KU sports is thriving for sure, and can't wait for the rest of the season.
Yeah, what are you most looking forward to next semester? Is there like a specific sports game? Or is there...
I mean, for sure, the rest of the basketball season, I'm always big on the NCAA tournament, and I mean, KU's in there every year, so we don't have to worry about them falling out of that. I think we'll be a higher seed too, and so we can look to get our little Bill Self revenge year and have us go farther than the second round, which was rough last year, but it'll make it even better for us this year when we win it all. What you think?
That's your prediction that they're going to win?
I mean, that's my expectation every year. We're Kansas. We're a basketball school. So yeah. I expect nothing less. What about you? What are you excited for next semester?
I'm excited for March Madness and just basketball.
Man.
The number 2 team, the AP poll just came out, so it's going to be, preseason number 1. It's going to be a lot of fun for sure. I'm really excited.
Definitely, man. All right, that's going to do it for us. Next, we'll send it to Katie.
Such a pretty day for a walk, Blue. Oh, one sec, let me tie my shoe. Stay right there. Blue! Blue, where are you going? Come back. Blue, come back.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Welcome back, I'm Laura.
And I'm Caden. This is your Monday Good Evening KU News Update. The 7-day ceasefire in the Middle East has ended. After a time of peace and exchange of hostages and political prisoners, both Israel and Hamas resumed fighting on Sunday with conflict in the Gaza Strip. According to the BBC, more than 15,000 people have been killed in the past 2 months.
Former U.S. Secretary of State Henry Kissinger died last week at the age of 100. Kissinger was born in Germany, but was the voice of the nation during the 1970s under Presidents Nixon and Ford. Kissinger won the Nobel Peace Prize for his work during the end of the Vietnam War. After his political retirement, he stayed involved with various institutions and served as the chancellor at William & Mary College.
Former First Lady Rosalind Carter also died recently at the age of 96. Both she and former President Jimmy Carter, who were married for 75 years, have been living and under hospice care. Carter supported the Equal Rights Amendment for women's rights and was a groundbreaking supporter of treatment for mental health. President Carter said that his wife was also an equal partner in everything that he had ever accomplished.
The Lawrence School District has been using Gaggle as its threat detection system for just a few weeks, but it kicked on Friday at Free State High School. The system alerted administrators of a potential threatening language in a student email, which led to an 8-minute lockdown at the high school. After a quick investigation, it was determined that the threat was unfounded and everything returned to normal.
A pro-Palestine group of students occupied Strong Hall one day last weekend to demand a statement from Chancellor Girard. This is the second protest in as many weeks by students who also demanded change in how the university supports Israel. For additional information and reaction to the protest, please visit kansas.com.
The gifts continued to roll in from KU alumni. Topeka native Brad Garlinghouse was the student body president when he was a student. Now he is the donor of a $35 million to support the new Gateway District and upgrades to the football stadium. In the past, Garlinghouse has supported many programs across campus, including the KU Alumni Association and the School of Engineering.
For more on sports, here's Tyler.
Thanks, Caden. The college football playoffs are set after a wild weekend. Alabama ended the Georgia Bulldogs' 29-game win streak in a 27-24 victory on Saturday night. After just one loss, the Bulldogs dropped to number 6 in the new rankings and will miss the playoffs entirely. Number 1 ranked Michigan will square off against the newly ranked number 4 Alabama Crimson Tide in the Rose Bowl. Number 2 ranked Washington has a date with number 3 ranked Texas. And the 5th ranked and undefeated Florida State Seminoles dropped out of the playoffs despite beating number 10 Louisville in the 16-6 matchup on Saturday, leaving many college football fans unhappy. Kansas basketball slid up to number 2 in the newest AP Top 25 poll after their 69-65 win over number 5 ranked UConn on Friday. It was a weekend of upsets as number 1 ranked Purdue, number 3 Marquette, number 7 Duke, number 12 Kentucky, and number 18 Villanova all lost to unranked teams. In the newest poll, Arizona is ranked 1, KU is 2, and Houston is 3. Kevin McCullough scored 21 points in the Kansas victory, but the hero of the game was KJ Adams. Adams scored 18 points, including 2 free throws with just 4 seconds to go to seal the victory. Adams dedicated the game to his mother who died last week. And after the game, Coach Self got emotional when talking about how proud he was of Adams and what he was going through last week.
But guys, this game belonged to one person. He's that dude right there. Can you imagine the stress he's been under? And for him to play for you guys the way he did tonight, knowing he's getting on a plane to go say goodbye tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Wow.
After the game, Adams flew home to Austin, Texas for his mother's funeral. Next up for the 7-1 Jayhawks is a home game tomorrow night against Kansas City. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. in Allen Fieldhouse. It was a love story in Lambeau Field Sunday night as Jordan Love and the Packers knocked off Taylor Swift and the Kansas City Chiefs 27-19. The Packers scored a touchdown in the first quarter and held the lead the entire game. There were a couple of pivotal calls in the last minutes of the game that upset many football fans. Packers safety Jonathan Owens was called for a late hit on Patrick Mahomes while the quarterback was still in bounds. A couple plays later, Mahomes threw a deep pass to receiver Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and the refs decided not to call a pass interference on Packers corner Carrington Valentine. That's it for sports. After the break, Dulcie will be here with the weather, including the early forecast for Phoenix on December 26th.
I'm gonna walk to class today.
Thank you for that, Tyler. Yes, if you're going to the Brooklyn Bowl, your average temperature expected for Phoenix, Arizona will be in the 60s. So if you're from Kansas, that's not a big deal. Right now, we are currently overlooking the parking lot. It is a little bit blurry. And our current temperatures for our area right now are all in the 40s. With Ottawa being in the 51 degrees, which is above average, about 6 degrees above average for us here in Kansas. And for us here in Lawrence, we are mostly sunny with light wind coming from the southwest at around 7 miles per hour. And for tonight, we are seeing light showers early in the evening, and then afterwards, just clouds remaining with the winds increasing up to 15 miles per hour. So if you are driving on the road, make sure to be very careful. And this is our current satellite. For our states right here, we are currently very calm, but up here, up in the north, we are seeing a lot of activity, and later on this week, we will be getting some of that as well. Now, the National Weather Service has released El Nino predictions for 2023-2024 winter, and this is what it's currently looking like. Now, everywhere here in the red is where the jet stream will be located. Most of these areas will be a little bit more colder and wetter above than average. Up here by the Dakotas and Canada, it will be a little bit more warmer than usual. And everyone here in purple will be a little bit drier. So if you are in these areas, just make sure to be aware of that going back home. And for tomorrow's forecast, we are mostly clear with a low around 27 and that heavy wind also remaining of around 15 miles per hour. And this is our extended forecast going into finals week. On Thursday, we are seeing some winds roll in, and Friday, Saturday, we are getting some rain with our averages staying around 45 and 50 degrees. And that is all for us here at Good Evening KU. We want to wish you happy holidays and good luck on those finals. We will be here for one more show tomorrow at 6 p.m.